Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Portland River Hogs. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Portland River Hogs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On play action, it's Garoppolo. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 2nd and 9, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 17 carries, 68 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Take it at the 37. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Murray with a 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20. A big play there. And even 40 yards.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let him make the catch, rally to the football, tackle him, shoulder the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's...
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. 1st down, Murray. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Yeah, this is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that, put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This thrown quickly out to Jones. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. From the 44, Murray is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the turkey leg award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He completes it to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Murray going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Runs through the contact. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Murray now. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st down, McFarland. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Throwing now is Murray. Jones has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. To throw is Murray.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A final shot before half from Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Again, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That's a game of 10. Brings up third and 2.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, here I come.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 28-10. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
from the gun on third down, Murray. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On first down, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Murray. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Murray now, 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And this is... Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Breida. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll go again to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make some.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Protein spill. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call that a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Open man is lost, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
61, matchbox, 1 hit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight down. There you go.
53's the mic.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Benjamin. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
94. 2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a touch, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year.